The first divorce on our list is a messy one at that. Number 10, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Unlike the other divorces on this list, it isn't expensive because of the settlement, but the actual legal fees and lawyers that seemingly added up to cost them loads of money. The couple were deemed legally single in 2019, but the custody battle and trips to the courthouse are still going on. They spend $10,000 a day on a private judge, and each spend around $1,500 an hour for their lawyers, who have been reported to work 40 to 50 hours a week. There's no exact amount spent yet, but I think we can put together a fairly rough guess of a whole lot. Coming in at number 9, even though it should really be number 2, is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I'm sure you've heard, no pun intended, all about this case, if not watched it. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp went at each other's necks in this broadcasted court case and let us watch all of it. But we won't get all into that. Amber Heard reportedly makes $10,000 a month, but requested from Depp that he gives her spousal support of $50,000 a month because her cost of living is $44,000 each month. Depp did exactly that and has paid out Amber Heard $6.8 million so far for her basic living. $44,000 a month doesn't sound too basic to me, but I guess designer clothes and vacations every other week are considered necessities.
No human being is perfect, certainly not. None of us have never in my life committed sexual battery.
Number 8 on this list goes to former Beatles bass guitar and vocalist Paul McCartney and his ex-wife, former model and activist Heather Hills. The divorce was a rough one. Married in 2002 and burned out fairly quick as they split up a staggering 4 years after in 2006. Don't worry, it didn't end in 2006 because the divorce lasted another 2 years. They eventually came to a settlement. Hills initially sought after $250 million, but the final settlement was $48.6 million awarded to Hills. $48.6 million, don't get me wrong. That is a crazy amount of money. But wait until we get to number 1 on this list. That $46 million looks like pennies. Number 7, our beloved Madonna and film director Guy Ritchie. Madonna, the queen of pop, was married to the film director for 8 years when this took a turn in 2008. Now, Madonna and Guy Ritchie both agreed not to make any public statements, but trusted news sources have reported that Madonna paid Ritchie anywhere between $76 million and $92 million. Madonna, also known as Material Girl, has a net worth of $850 million, so don't worry, she stayed on top. And Madonna can do better anyways. Number 6, Kevin Costner and his ex-wife Cindy Silva, who were thought to be high school sweethearts, fell out of love after 16 years of marriage. With 3 kids, Kevin Costner's acting career took off, starring in my personal favorite baseball film, Field of Dreams, and many other all-time classics. When the couple fell out of love, they hit the courtroom with a hefty settlement that definitely put a dent in Costner's pocket, as he had to pay $80 million to his now ex-wife Cindy Silva. Number 5, Harrison Ford and Melissa Matheson. 17 years, not strong enough because Han Solo found interest in another woman. Of course, his then wife found out about the new affair and they left the rest up to the judge. This divorce lasted 3 years from 2001 to 2004, and the final payout to his ex-wife was a whopping $118 million. If you weren't considering it before, I highly recommend that everyone watching this marries rich. Number 4 on this list goes to the man who should have maybe just not got married to begin with. Tiger Woods and Eleanor DeGrim. What a mess that marriage and divorce was. Just because he's the best golfer of all time definitely doesn't mean he's gonna be the best husband. Tiger got caught with multiple affairs. Tiger definitely recollected himself after seeing the settlement amount going directly to his ex-wife. He got hit with a $100 million settlement, which wouldn't be the best news you could receive, but it was way better than the $750 million she initially wanted. Number 3, the GOAT Michael Jordan and his ex-wife. MJ. 17 years of marriage and he couldn't just stay loyal. Private investigators is said to have witnessed MJ in dozens of compromised situations with girls throughout 1992 to 2002. They did try to work out their marriage for a while, but eventually in 2006, they came to the mutual decision to split paths. On top of splitting paths, MJ also had to split a quick check for $168 million. Yes, the settlement was an earth-shattering $168 million. But to put that into perspective, Air Jordan just crossed over $5 billion in sales annually, so I don't think he even noticed the money was gone. Number 2, Mel Gibson and Robin Moore. 31 years, 7 kids, and a strong marriage at that. but it ended with a boom. And when I say boom, I mean a $425 million boom. Almost $500 million. They had no prenuptial agreement, and according to the California law, Robin was entitled to half of his worth, which at the time was $850 million. Robin definitely cheered up quickly after that divorce. I mean, who wouldn't be single for $425 million? I don't care how much they were in love, there's definitely smiles that day. At number 1, we have a divorce settlement that is more Jeff Bezos and his ex-wife Mackenzie Scott. Jeff Bezos, once being the richest man in the world, should have known way better not to get a prenup. But he didn't, and in the end, the billions of dollars his ex-wife got in the settlement goes to show that even the richest and smartest man in the world still get love struck. How many billions, you might ask? $38 billion. One more time for the people in the back. $38 billion. I wouldn't even know what to do with $1 billion, let alone 38 of them. Jeff, I know you're still a billionaire, but that definitely hurt a bit.
Starting off this countdown at number 10, Miley Cyrus is banned from China. Miley Ray Cyrus is an American singer, songwriter, and actress. Known for her distinctive raspy voice, her music incorporates elements of varied styles and genres, including pop, country pop, hip hop, experimental, and rock. She's attained the most US Billboard 200 top 5 albums in the first 21st century by a female artist, with a total of 13 entries. As Hannah Montana, she attained 2 number 1 and 3 top 5 soundtracks on the US Billboard 200, including the US Billboard Hot 100 top 10 single He Could Be the One. Cyrus's own discovery includes the US number 1 albums Meet Miley Cyrus, Breakout, and Bangers. The top 5 releases Can't Be Tamed, Younger Now, Plastic Hearts, and the free album Miley Cyrus and Her Dead Pets. However, she hasn't always been great, and it's really bad when an entire country bans you. But racism is pretty unforgivable, so it's understandable. Back in 2009, Miley Cyrus was banned from China when she shared a photograph of her and her friends mocking the Asian community. The pop star was seen pulling her eyes back to make them slanted. The Hannah Montana alum gave a dull apology saying she was just having a laugh and making a goofy face, but the Chinese government was not having it. They replied that they had no interest in further polluting their children's minds with her American ignorance. Number 9, Blake Lively is banned from Disneyland. Blake Lively is an American actress. Born in Los Angeles, Lively is the daughter of actor Ernie Lively, and made her professional debut in his project Sandman. She starred as Bridget Veland in The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, alongside its sequel The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2. She appeared opposite Justin Long in the comedy Accepted and gained notability and widespread recognition in the CW teen drama television series Gossip Girl. Lively also starred alongside Ben Affleck in the crime thriller The Town, and appeared with her future husband Ryan Reynolds in Green Lantern. She was in the ensemble Cast of Savages and garnered acclaim for portraying the titular character in romantic fantasy The Age of Adeline. She appeared in survivor horror film The Shallows and psychological drama All I See Is You. Actress Blake Lively, however, got herself banned from Disneyland. Well before she became an actress, Lively was caught attempting to sneak into Disneyland for free. Obviously, Disney doesn't play. So the Gossip Girl alum was quickly caught, booted from the park, and banned for the next year. Luckily, the happiest place on earth, however, is forgiving, so after her year was up, Lively was able to return. Number 8, Charlie Sheen is banned from the Plaza Hotel in New York City. Charlie Sheen is an American actor. He's appeared in films such as Platoon, Wall Street, Young Guns, The Rookie, The Three Musketeers, and The Arrival. In the 2000s, when Sheen replaced Michael J. Fox as the star of ABC's Spin City, his portrayal of Charlie Crawford earned him a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor. He then starred as Charlie Harper on the CBS sitcom 2.5 Men, for which he received multiple Golden Globe and Primetime Emmy nominations. In 2010, Sheen was the highest paid actor on television, earning $1.8 million per episode on 2.5 Men. Now, if you love Home Alone, you know all about the New York City's beloved Plaza Hotel. Unfortunately, Charlie Sheen is no longer welcome to stay in the establishment when he visits the Big Apple. The 2.5 Men alum was once ejected from the hotel when he ripped his hotel suit to shreds, while he was naked and hopped up on substances. Then NYPD had to be called in to handle the situation, and the Plaza said that Charlie Sheen is no longer welcome in their establishment. Number 7, Nicki Minaj is banned from Dorchester Hotel in London. Nicki Minaj is a rapper, singer, and songwriter based in the United States. She's known for her musical versatility, sharp lyrics, animated flow in her rapping, alter egos, and accents. Minaj first gained recognition after releasing 3 mixtapes between 2007 and 2009. Her debut album Pink Friday topped the American Billboard 200 chart with the album's 5th single, Super Bass, reaching number 3 on the American Billboard Hot 100. It was later certified diamond by the Recording Industry Association of America. However, Nicki Minaj is banned from the Dorchester Hotel in London because her fans, or barbs as they're called, almost set the place ablaze. As soon as the rapper arrived at the hotel, she was swarmed by rabid fans. The fans refused to leave and even began spraying graffiti in the hotel elevator. Needless to say, the Dorchester staff was not pleased, and the Queen rapper was asked to find other accommodations. Number 6, Lil Wayne was banned from all NBA games and events. Lil Wayne is an American rapper, singer, songwriter, and record executive. He's commonly regarded as one of the most influential hip-hop artists of his generation, and often cited as one of the greatest rappers of all time. His career began in 1995 at the age of 12 when he was was signed by rapper Birdman, joining Cash Money Records as the youngest member on the label. From then on, Wayne was the flagship artist for Cash Money Records, before ending his association with the company in June 2018. In 1995, Wayne was put in a duo with label mate BG, at the time known as Lil Doggy. True Story released that year, although Wayne, at the time known by Baby D, only appeared on 3 tracks. And the famous rapper also told his fans that he'd been banned from any and all NBA events. In his anger, Wayne took to Twitter to trash talk the NBA for disinviting him to all their scheduled games and events. He claimed it was all at the request of Miami Heat. Number 5. Alec Baldwin is banned from the Philippines. Alec Baldwin is an American actor, comedian, and producer. In his early career, Baldwin played both leading and supporting roles in a variety of films, such as Tim Burton's Beetlejuice, Mike Nicholas's Working Girl, Married to the Mob, and Oliver Stone's Talk Radio. Since then, he has worked with directors such as Woody Allen in Alice, To Rome with Love, and Blue Jasmine. His performance in the drama The Cooler garnered him a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He's done voice work for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, Madagascar, Escape to Africa, Rise of the Guardians, and the Boss Baby film franchise. Alec Baldwin also got banned from the Philippines for a comment he made on David Letterman about buying mail-order brides from the country. Philippine officials were not amused, and they quickly issued an immigration ban for Baldwin. The actor issued an apology, calling the statement a misguided joke. Unfortunately, the Philippines is not convinced enough to remove the ban. Number 4. Lindsay Lohan is banned from Chateau Marmont in West Hollywood. Lindsay Lohan is an American actress and singer. Raised on Long Island, Lohan was signed to Ford Models at the age of 3, having appeared as a regular on the television soap opera Another World at the age of 10. Her breakthrough came in the Walt Disney Pictures film The Parent Trap. The film's success led to appearances in the television films Life Size and Get a Clue, and the big screen productions Freaky Friday and Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. Lohan's early work won her childhood stardom, while the teen comedy hit Mean Girls affirmed her status as a teen idol and catapulted Lohan to the Hollywood A-list. She became known as a triple threat after singing with Casablanca Records and releasing 2 studio albums. The Personal Certified Speak and Gold Certified a little more personal. However, it's one thing to get kicked out of a hotel for trashing the place, and quite another to be booted for massive amounts of unpaid bills. Lindsay Lohan currently lives overseas, but if she ever returned to the States full-time, she would not be welcome to stay at the Chateau Marmont in West Hollywood. The Mean Girls actress was banned from the hotel because she once owed them over $46,000. Number 3. Ozzy Osbourne is banned from San Antonio, Texas. Ozzy Osbourne is an English singer, songwriter, and television personality. He rose to prominence during the 1970s as a lead vocalist of the heavy metal band Black Sabbath, during which period he adopted the nickname Prince of Darkness. Osbourne was fired from Black Sabbath in 1979 due to substance problems, but he went on to have a successful solo career, releasing 12 studio albums, the first 7 of which received multi-platinum certifications in the US. Osbourne has since reunited with Black Sabbath on several occasions. He rejoined in 1997 and helped record the group's final studio album, 13, before they embarked on a farewell tour that ended with a February 2017 performance in their hometown, Birmingham. His longevity and success have earned him the informal title Godfather of Metal, but America isn't a country that Ozzy Osbourne can just roam freely in. The Black Sabbath frontman was banned from San Antonio, Texas, for using the restroom on a relic. Osbourne urinated on a monument dedicated to the Alamo. He was picked up by police and banned from the entire city as a result. Luckily, the rocker was able to get back into San Antonio's good favor after he donated $10,000 to a charity that maintains the property. Number 2. Hugh Grant is banned from The Daily Show. When you watch him in various rom-coms and in different interviews over the years, British actor Hugh Grant seems like a gentleman and a nice guy. But apparently, he has a rude and nasty streak. According to Jon Stewart, Grant appeared on The Daily Show and commented that he had better places to be, and the actor also allegedly complained about a clip the show used for the movie he was promoting. Number 1. Ariana Grande is banned from Wolfie Donuts in California. It's one thing to be rude, and it's another thing entirely to be both rude and disgusting. I'm not sure what was going through Ariana Grande's mind when she rolled into Wolfie Donuts in California and began licking the donuts on display. The Sweetener singer was caught on camera putting her saliva on delicious pastries and whispering, "I hate America." Wolfie Donuts was so disturbed by the singer's behavior that they said they would be pressing charges against the singer and banning her from ever returning. Number 10. Russell Brand. Russell Brand is an English comedian and actor known for his flamboyant style and manner. Brand has received 3 British Comedy Awards: Best Newcomer, Best Live Stand-Up, and the award for Outstanding Contribution to Comedy. After beginning his career as a comedian and later becoming an MTV presenter in the UK, in 2004 Brand gained a role as the host of Big Brother's Big Mouth, a Big Brother spin-off. But back in 2014, Brand triggered an immense national controversy after explicitly bashing the Queen and the royal family in his book Revolution. In the book, Brand highlighted, in England we have the Queen for F's sake. We have to call her things like Your Majesty, like she's all majestic. She's just a person. Also adding, Your Highness, what the F is that? What? She's high up, above us, at the top of a class pyramid on a shelf of money with her own face on it. Number 9. Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle is an English director and producer. He's known for his work on films including Shallow Grave, Trainspotting and its sequel T2 Trainspotting, The Beach, 28 Days Later, Sunshine, Slumdog Millionaire, 127 Hours, Steve Jobs, and Yesterday. But while speaking with The Guardian back in 2013, the director highlighted how he believed that the monarchy should be abolished, and how if the British public still wished for a royal family, then the only fair way to go about that should be through a public election. Boyle stated, "I think the pressure on them is utterly impossible, as recent events show. It's a ludicrous spotlight they're under. You can still have a royal family if you like, but actually have an elected head of state." Number 8. Colin Firth. Colin Firth is an English actor. He was identified in the mid-1980s with the Brit pack of rising young British actors, undertaking a challenging series of roles, including leading roles in A Month in the Country, Tumbledown, and Valmont. His portrayal of Mr. Darcy in the 1995 television adaptation of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice led to widespread attention. However, despite having done an outstanding job portraying Queen Elizabeth II's father in The King's Speech, the actor has previously spoken up about his doubts with the nature of the royal family. During a CNN interview, Firth highlighted how, despite their good morals, he just couldn't agree with the totalitarian way in which the royals came into power. The actor stated, "I really like voting, it's one of my favorite things," before later adding how unelected bodies were a problem for him. Number 7. Johnny Marr. Johnny Marr is an English musician, songwriter, and singer. He first achieved fame as a guitarist and co-songwriter of The Smiths, who were active from 1982 to 1987. He has since performed with numerous other bands and embarked on a solo career. Born in Manchester to Irish parents, Marr formed his first band at the age of 13. The Smiths attained commercial success and were critically acclaimed with Marr's jangle pop guitar style becoming distinctive of the band's sound, but separated in 1987 due to personal differences. Since then, Marr has been a member of The Pretenders, Electronic, Modest Mouse, and The Cribs, and has become a prolific session musician, working with names such as Pet Shop Boys, Talking Heads, Brian Ferry, and Hans Zimmer. However, in a 2011 interview with NME magazine, Marr said he has a few problems with the monarchy, from serious to less serious. One thing about the queen that bugs Marr, her resting bleach face. Why does she have to deal with her subjects with such a dour face? Surely her life can't be that hard, he said. When asked if he'd accept an honor or title from Her Majesty, such as a knighthood or being named a member of the Order of the British Empire, Marr replied, "F no." Number 6. Honor Blackman. Honor Blackman was an English actress known for the role in The Avengers, Goldfinger, Shaleko, and Jason and the Argonauts. She's also known for a role as Laura West in the ITV sitcom The Upper Hand. In 2014, she was offered the chance to become a CBE, Commander of the British Empire, but she turned down the honor. "They rang you beforehand and asked if you'd like to accept, and I think they were quite shocked when I declined," she said. "But since I'm a Republican, I thought it would be somewhat hypocritical to pop up to the palace." Number 5. Noel Gallagher. Noel Gallagher is an English singer, songwriter, and musician. He was a chief songwriter, lead guitarist, and co-lead vocalist of the rock band Oasis until their split in 2009. After leaving Oasis, he formed Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, and he is one of the most successful songwriters in British music history. As a writer of 8 UK #1 singles, and co-writer of a further #1, and the sole or primary writer of 10 UK #1 studio albums, he is widely considered one of the most influential songwriters in the history of British rock music, cited by numerous major subsequent artists as an influence. In a comedic article posted by the Rolling Stone detailing the extensive list of things that Gallagher has been mad at, there's a quote of him outlining his violent wishes for the royal family. The singer stated, quote, "I wouldn't wish the royal family dead, just seriously maimed. I take a couple legs off." Number 4. Jeremy Corbyn. Jeremy Corbyn is a British politician who served as a leader of the opposition and leader of the Labour Party from 2015 to 2020. On the political left of the Labour Party, Corbyn describes himself as a socialist. He's been a member of Parliament for Islington North since 1983. Corbyn sits in the House of Commons as an independent, having had the whip removed in October 2020. But he was overwhelmed by the media in 2015 after he refused to sing God Save the Queen during a Battle of Britain memorial event. And in 2017, an old interview was unearthed in which he called for the royal family to be dissolved. "I think it's time that we just move on," and said, "When the Queen completes her reign, wouldn't that be an appropriate time to call it a day and have an elected head of state?" he told GMTV. Number 3. Eddie Izzard. Edwards is an English stand-up comedian, actor, and activist. Her comedic style takes the form of what appears to the audience as rambling, whimsical monologues in self-referential pantomime. She starred in the 2007 television series The Richest, and has appeared in numerous films including Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, Shadow of the Vampire, The Cat's Meow, and Valkyrie. But back in 2014, she spoke up about her disagreement on hereditary privilege to The Independent as she made her claims against the royal family. Quote, "I am not into monarchy. Hereditary privilege is crazy to me. We should widen the gene pool and elect a head of state for 5 years." Number 2. Stacey Solomon. Stacey is an English singer and television television personality. She finished in 3rd place on the 6th series of The X Factor in 2009, and won the 10th series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in 2010. Her debut single, a cover of Driving Home for Christmas, was released in 2011, followed by her debut studio album, Shy, in 2015. In 2016, Solomon presented I'm a Celebrity Extra Camp and began appearing as a panelist on the ITV talk show Loose Women. But Stacey made headlines after footage of her criticizing the royal family resurfaced just in time for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. The 2018 clip showed Solomon on the British daytime show Loose Women expressing her confusion as to why so many people obsess over the royal family when in reality they are just exactly the same as any other person. Solomon stated, quote, "I don't get why we're so obsessed with these humans that are exactly the same. It could be us four sitting there, I just don't get it." She later added, "I would work hard if the country paid me to have like 12 houses and work really hard." Now coming in at number 1, Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe is an English actor. He rose to fame at age 12 when he began portraying Harry Potter in the film series of the same name, and has held other various film and theater roles. Over his career, Radcliffe has received various awards and nominations. Radcliffe made his acting debut at age 10 in the BBC One television film David Copperfield, followed by his feature film debut in The Tailor of Panama. Over the next decade, he played the role of Harry Potter in 7 sequels, ending with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 in 2011. During this period, he became one of the world's highest paid actors and gained worldwide fame, popularity, and critical acclaim. However, at a 2017 interview with Daily Beast, he stated that his patriotism has nothing to do with the royals. Radcliffe stated, quote, "I am not a royalist, not at all. I'm definitely a Republican in the British sense of the word. I just don't see a use of the monarchy, though I'm a fierce patriot. I'm proud of being English, but I think the monarchy symbolizes a lot of what's wrong with the country." And that is all. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.